I hope you enjoyed doing the lessons that we have done before, and you are coding from your side. We are ready now to start something new. Each and every day we start something new. We upgrade our skills every day. We try something new. We solve problems. Okay, today we're going to be looking at hiding characters and characters running when touched. We are going to design a game today that we're going to play. I hope you will enjoy this and you are ready. Yesterday we did create an app where someone was going to buy bread, and today we're moving on. We're going to create some games. Okay, if importantly, I asked you to be working on projects, on your projects by your own that you're going to showcase to everyone. I hope in the background there you are working and you're doing the best that you can to have a project that is running. Tomorrow I'm going to tell you how I'm going to collect those projects so that we see what you have done from your side. Remember, these projects will be judged, and the best will get very good prizes. Again, app development workshop this afternoon from 4 to 5. Make sure that you are part of the app development workshop. It's running from 4 to 5. It's open to everyone, even your parents, your siblings can join in, and we go through how apps are developed. Our ground rules, remember, you still use your chats wherever you are. If you need to say anything, make sure that you use your chats as we go through the lesson, and then at the end of the lesson, we'll try and open it up so that we can hear individual questions that might be arising. Please remember, all our lessons are available on YouTube. If you go on and Google Africa Teen Gigs, our lessons are all there. If you miss out during the lesson, do not hesitate to go to YouTube about an hour maybe after the lesson. You'll find our lesson will be there so that you are able to catch up. So please do visit previous lessons. If you're doing your own project that you want to show us at the end of the session, please go through the coding lessons that we have done to get some help on how to do some other stuff. Okay, we're going to go into our story today. Our story plan is we are building a game. It is a walk in the bush. You are walking in the bush, and as you walk, you meet things that you jump over. You're going to be jumping over things in the bush, and the steps that you're going to take in coding this: when a character is touched, it jumps over the object. That is the character that will be you, or you want to put up a girl there or a boy there. That character should be jumping over objects that it meets in the bush area. And then on the other side, we also have the objects that are in the bush, or the animals that are in the bush, that this person is going to meet. And then the animals are going to stay hidden. They will appear at the right time, and then they start moving towards the right and from the left-hand side. And as they come, this character will be jumping over the what? Or jumping over the object or the animal to be jumping over. And then they will repeat coming from the right-hand side. If they touch each other, the game stops. Okay, so that's what we'll be looking at. That's our story plan, and we are going to code that. That's what we'll be looking at today. I need you to get ready, start your Scratch program. We will be starting coding now. Take out your devices, your Scratch program, load it up. We are ready to start a new exciting game, walking in the bush, and then you'll be jumping over objects and animals that you meet along the way. Okay, please get ready, open up your device. I'm going to give you just a few minutes to load up your devices so that we start.
Sir?
Yes? Remember to use your charts. Remember to use your charts, and then we'll open it up right at the end. Load up your device, get onto Scratch Junior. We are ready to start. We are ready to start a new program. Ricardo, please make sure you type something on the chats. We will attend to all the chats. Okay, here is our Scratch screen right here. Remember, whenever you start Scratch, you get to this screen. Here are the two programs that we have done so far. The one that was someone moving across the street, and then we had the girl who was going to buy some bread from the shops. And today we want to push it up a little to designing a small game. So we're going to go into new plus there to actually start a new program. Just a brief run through on this one. We have the home button here. This acts as your save button, and it also takes you to your home screen where all your projects are. And then we have the present screen. When you have finished coding and you want to present on a bigger screen. And then the grid, it shows you the grid lines here on your design screen here on the stage. We call this the stage. Okay, next to it here, we've got the background and we've got the text. We're going to add some text and add a title onto our game today. And then we have the reset. Reset takes your characters back to their original position. The green flag, which is run, that allows us to play the program, play the game that we have designed. These ones on this side are called pages. They are called pages. And then we get down to the coding area, the blocks. Our first block here is called the triggering block. This one, that's where you find things like run, when I touch or when I click, when they touch each other. Also, when you receive a message, and when you send a message. And then we also have this block that deals with movement. This is the movement block. And then we have the motion, which is the blue. It deals, sorry, the motion. This one is the motion. And then followed by the looks, which is purple. These are the looks. And then we have the sound. And next to the sound, we have got the orange, which is called the controls. This is where we put our controls. And then finally, the last block here, which is called the end blocks. These are end blocks. Okay, We're going to, first of all, maybe remove this character and add a character that we want. We are ready to start the game now. We're going to remove this tick character here and put our own character. We want to put up a new character. So remember how you remove the character? You can, maybe let's add a new character first, and then we scroll down right up to the character that you want to choose, the character that is going to be jumping. We can assume this is you, and I will pick on this one. Pick any character that you want here, be it a girl, a boy, mother, father. I will just pick on father, and then click on the plus, so that it is added. Okay. I've added this character. We are doing this together. You can choose any character that you want here. I've chosen a father. If you want to choose a boy or girl, you can choose any character that you want here. But we are going through this together. You can design your own after the lesson, and you can modify the way you want. Okay, so I want to remove this tick character. So I'm going to click and hold on it. If you click and hold, this X comes up so that I can do what? I can delete. So I can click on delete and it is gone. And then I'm left with father here. I'm ready now to just reduce this character so that it is slightly smaller. I'm going to reduce. Remember how we reduce? You go on to your the purple, which is the looks. You go on to the purple, which is the looks. I want to reduce, so I'm going to choose this one and then drag it down and then click on it once. See, it's reducing. I think that's the proper height that I want. Are we together so far? I've reduced the size of this character and I can throw away this one. Okay, after adding that character, be it father, boy, girl, mother, whatever character you have added here, let's go on and add a background. We said you are walking in the bush. Let me add a background, which is the bush. So I'm going to click on the background here. And then I'm going to choose this background. It is the first background that I have here. This one, it says farm. So it's a walk in the farm. It's not actually in the bush. So I'll pick up the farm, then click on the tick, and it is put up there. Okay, I've changed the background. Just bring down the character just a little bit. I want to add some text right at the top there. I want to add a title to my game. So after putting up this character in the background, let me add a title there and say a walk in the farm.
See, copy what you're doing. Share, but see, copy what you're doing.
Yes, you can follow through. You can follow through what I'm doing.
Okay, Share.
Please, guys, let's remember to use the chats. If ever there is anything, do what I'm doing here, but you have a choice of using what? Any character here. That's why I said you want to use a boy, you want to use a girl, you want to use a mother, you want to use a rabbit jumping, or any character that you want. But we are doing something almost similar. Let's keep ourselves on mute so that we progress in the lesson. And whenever you have anything, just post it on the chats. Okay, now I've added a background here, which is the farm. I've also added the father. I want to.
What must we do?
Okay, we said we are doing a game. We're doing a game together. And I said you are also doing what I'm doing, but you can choose the characters that you want to choose. I'm going to bring back my screen again. We can do what I'm doing. You can do it from your side, and we will move on, and then you are going to design your own after I've gone through what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to share my screen once again. Okay, we have this screen that is here. We added father as our character. We added a background of the farm, and we also want to add a title to our game. So if you check right at the top here, there's ABC. Remember we said ABC stands for the text. You can add a title or text on your program. So I'm going to click on ABC. If I click on ABC, this comes up, and then I want to give this a title. I said a walk in the bush. Okay. These are the words that will appear right at the top. You can see they've been added there. I've added them using what? ABC, a walk in the bush. So as the father walks in the bush, he will be meeting objects and animals, and he will try to jump over them. That's what we are doing. It is a game, so we'll actually code such that this character will be jumping and jumping and jumping. Whenever an animal comes, jumps over it. Okay. Right, we move on to this character now. We want to code on this character. Maybe before we code on the character, let's add the other characters that will be in the bush. The characters that will be in the bush. So let's go on to plus. Let's go on to plus here. I want to add a new character here. Click on the plus sign. And then I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to scroll down and pick any animal that you can find in the bush. I don't want to pick a big animal. Okay, in the bush you might meet, let me say, a frog. If you meet a frog in the bush, father will actually jump. So I'm going to add the frog and then drag it to this particular point. And then I'm going to resize the frog. I'm going to resize the frog so that it is a little bit smaller. So remember, resize, you find it under the purple group, and I want to make it smaller. So I'm going to pick up this one and put it right there. So if I click on it, the size of the frog becomes smaller. Okay, so there we go. There we have the frog. So father is going to jump over when the frog moves this way. He's going to jump on our instruction. We will make dad jump here, jump over the frog. Okay, so I'm done with sizing the frog here. I can throw away this sizing icon. I'm ready now to add another character that is also found in the bush. I'm going to click on the plus again. I'm going to use 2 in this case. I'm going to use 2. Let's say a lizard. Let's say Eddie will meet a lizard, and we need him also jumping over the lizard. Okay, I've put the lizard over there, and as you can see, the lizard is very big. I need to resize it so that it is of the proper size. So I'm going to do the same thing under the purple group. I'm going to bring in this one so that I can size. I can click on it so that it sizes it. And I'm going to try and also turn this frog. I mean, the lizard, turn it so that it can face the other direction. I just want to see whether it will be able to turn. If I bring in motion, if I go on to motion, and then simple take this one, I hope it will be able to, this will only move to the left. Just check again. Yeah, it has turned. Did you see that? I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I'll bring in, it was like this. It was like this. And how did I turn it around? I bring in this one that is facing the other direction, under motion, bring up this one. And then because this one is pointing towards the direction of the left, I'm going to click on it once. I'm still on the lizard and then click on it once. So the lizard has turned around, it's now facing that direction. Okay, so those are our 2 animals that the father will meet in the bush, and then he's going to jump. As he meets the animal, he's supposed to jump over it, I'll reduce the lizard once more. I think it's still too big. Just reduce it once more. Okay, I think that's a better size now. Okay. I'm ready now to code. I've put up all the characters that I want to use here. I can throw away all these ones, throw them away because I'm done using them. I'm ready now to start coding. Remember the story. What does our story say? The 2 animals should be moving towards this direction, and father meets them and then jumps over them. So we're going to code in such a way that when we click on him, he jumps over. But we're going to code in such a way that these animals are moving in that direction. And we don't want these animals appearing as they are. They should all of a sudden appear in the bush. So we're going to hide them, and then they are going to appear as we go. They appear, and as they appear, we click on the man to jump over the animal. Okay, so I'm going to go now to the character here and start coding on the character here. So go on to father. Some of you could have used boy, girl, whatever character you have used here. And this is where we are coding. And what action is taken by this man? When we click on him, we need him jumping, not when we run. When we click on him, we need him jumping. So our action is not on run. Our action is on click. So I'm going to go on to my triggering blocks. If I go on to the triggering blocks, remember this is run, but we want to click on him so that he can jump. So I'm going to go on to the next one. You see the next one, it has a finger actually pointing or touching the character. So that's the one that I want. So I'm going to drag it down. So next time when we click on him, what is he supposed to do? He's supposed to jump. So I'm going to go on and choose jump. And where do you find jump? You find jump under motion. You find jump under motion. So you go on to motion here, and I need him jumping. And this one says jump or leap. And then I'm going to take it and bring it here. I've just put those two things over there. Firstly, when we click on the man, when we click on the character, it should jump to a height of 2. Let's just test this. Remember I said when we're coding, you test as you go. Test as you go to make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do. I'm going to click here. Will that be enough to jump over the animal without stepping on them? I don't think so. I'm going to increase the height. I'm going to increase the height so that this man can jump higher. I'm going to increase the height. So let me come here. I've got 2 here. I can take it up to 4. Let me take it up to 4. And then I'll try it again and see what happens. I think that height now seems enough. It will be above the animals, above, won't be able to touch the animals. Okay, so that's the coding. That's the coding that we have done here on this man. When we click on him, because this is a game, you're the one who's supposed to move this man to jump. When the animals are coming, you move him by clicking on him. So when you click on him, he jumps to a height of 4. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to go on now and code on the lizard and also code on the frog. I'm going to come back later on to code on this man such that if he touches any of these animals, maybe he says sorry, or he says oh, or something. He says something when he touches this these animals. But for now, let's go on to the let's start with the frog. Let's start with the frog. So I'm going to click on the frog here. What should happen on the frog? When we run, when does this frog start moving? When we run the program. So I'm going to choose when run, not when we click. We're not going to click on the frog. When the program runs, what is the frog doing? So I'm going to go on to my triggering blocks. If I come here and then come and choose run, I'm choosing run. When we run the program, what does the frog do? I need the frog to first of all disappear. I don't want the animals just appearing as they are. We need them disappearing so that they can appear later on, and then they can now start moving towards that direction. So how do I make the frog disappear now? I have to go on to disappear. Disappear is found under the purple, I think. Is it the looks? Yes, under the looks. If I go on to the looks, if you check right here at the end, this is disappear and this one is appear. So I need the frog disappearing first. So I'm going to drag disappear and put it up there. So when the program runs, the frog will disappear. Okay, when the program runs, the frog will disappear. Do I want the frog immediately starting to move? I need it to wait. Maybe the lizard should move first. So I need the frog waiting. So I need to also add wait for about 20 seconds. So I'm going to add wait. And where do I find wait? I have to go on to this one, the control. I need it waiting. There is your stopwatch. Let me change this waiting time to 20. Let me change this waiting time to 20. I need it waiting 20 so that the lizard can appear and start moving. Okay. After waiting for 20, what should happen? I need it moving now. I need it moving towards the man. I need it moving towards the man. So I'm going to bring in movement. And where do you find movement, motion? Here it is. And in which direction is it moving to? It's moving towards this direction. I won't immediately join it there because I need it moving repeatedly. It's going to move in this direction, come back, move again. So I'm going to put it here for now. But remember, it has disappeared. So I need it appearing before it moves. So I need to come back and add what? Appear. Remember, this was disappear. So go back to the purple and come and pick appear. I need it appearing before it can move. So I've added appearing. It appears before it moves. How many steps is it moving? Let me give it probably 15 steps. I'm going to give it 15 steps here. I'm going to pick 15 steps. Hopefully it will be enough to get to the man. Okay. And then I need it repeating this over and over because it has to move in this direction and then come back again and move in this direction and come back and move in this direction. In the meantime, we'll be controlling the man, making him jump, 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 jump. So I want to add a repeat here. I need to add a repeat appearing and what? And moving 15 steps. So I want a repeat here. Where do I find repeat? I find it under the controls. Find it under the controls. If I come and pick this one, there we go. Pick this one. And I need these ones. Let me put it here first and then join them properly. See, they've joined in properly and then join to all the others. In other words, it's going to appear move 15 steps and it repeats doing that 4 times. It repeats doing that 4 times, appearing and moving 15 steps towards the left. So I think now the coding on the frog should be enough. I think this should be enough. Repeat again, when we run the program, the frog disappears. Then it waits for 20 seconds before appearing. Why should it wait? We are waiting for the lizard to move first. So they shouldn't be moving all at the same time. When the lizard is moving, we don't want the frog appearing. We need it not appearing on the screen. Then thereafter, it moves now. It appears and moves 15 steps towards the left, and it repeats that 4 times. So that's what we have done so far. That's what we have done, and we are ready to test it and see what happens here. I'm going to click on run here. Click on run, disappears, it appears, it moves towards the direction of the man, and you can see that it stops there with the 15. So 15 is slightly smaller, so I want to increase that to about 20. I'm going to increase that to about 20. Okay, change these steps from 15 to 20. I'm going to change the 15 to 20 steps. Okay, it should be able to do what we want it to do. It disappears, then it appears when the lizard has gone, and then it starts moving in that direction. It starts moving in that direction, and it keeps on moving. Okay. Ideally, I think this one is doing what it's meant to do. Let me go on and remember, let me run them both now. Let me run them both because we've already coded on the man. Remember, we said the man is supposed to jump. The man is supposed to jump. Let me run them together before I come and code the what? The lizard. Let me run them together. I'm going to click on run. And then I'm ready to click on the man when the frog is coming. Jump. Jumped late. Jump. Out on top of the frog. Jump. That's perfect. Jump. Okay, did you see what it's doing? It is actually jumping. We click on the man so that he jumps. He jumps over the frog, jumps over the animals. Okay, so we are the ones who control the man. When should he jump? Okay, so I'm going to go on and code on the character lizard there so that it also moves. I'm going to copy the code from the frog to the lizard. I'll repeat that. Very important. They are doing almost the same things. I'm going to copy the code from the frog to the lizard. How do I do that? I will go on to the frog. This is the coding that we have for the frog. Please take note here as I move. I'm copying this. I'm not throwing it away, but I'm copying it into lizard. So you come, click here and drag it and leave it on lizard. Look at what I've done on top of lizard, and then I leave it there. It's copying the code onto lizard. It still remains on frog. It is here on frog, but I've also copied it onto lizard. I hope you saw that. That's working smart. You work smart. That's how you copy a block of code onto other characters. If you check on lizard here, there, the lizard now has the same blocks as what? As the frog. We copied the blocks from the frog and we copied it onto the lizard. Then we can change here slightly. We can change slightly here because we don't want the lizard waiting for 20. So I'm going to remove the waiting for 20, and then I think that will be enough. That will be enough. Let me just remove this one, waiting for 20. I'm going to detach them and then detach them again, and then throw away the what? The timer, which was waiting for 20. Oh, my bad. That's an error. I was supposed to do that on lizard, not on frog. Okay, I was supposed to do that on lizard, not on frog. So here we're still having what? 20. My mistake there. We are doing this on lizard. Come on to lizard. That's where I want to remove the timer of 20. That's the one that I want to remove. So the lizard does not have to wait for 20 seconds. Immediately when the program runs, the lizard will disappear, appear, then move. Okay. So that was the lizard. I've coded that for the lizard, and I'm ready to run all of them. A walk in the bush, as the man walks, the lizard will come. I have to click on him so that he jumps over the lizard, click on him so that he jumps over the frog, and that way. So your aim here is to make sure that this character, this man, avoids stepping on the animals as much as he can. Remember, this is our game here. It is meant to avoid stepping onto the animals. I'm ready to run this. I'm going to click on run. There, jump, 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 jump. There we go. It has repeated that 4 times. It has repeated that 4 times. This is our program, and it's actually doing what we meant what we wanted it to do. It is actually a game allowing us to control the men not to step on the animals. But remember, one more thing before we conclude this game. We said whenever he touches on any of the animals, he should say sorry, or he should say ouch. Okay, so I'm going to add something on onto the man, or onto the father. Okay, so go on to the father or the man. Some of you chose a boy or a girl or a mother. Go to that particular character. If you go on to that particular character, I want to add, it's not attached to this. It's actually a separate thing. I'm going to put it here. We said when he touches any of the animals, he should maybe say sorry, oh, sorry, or something like that. So I'm going to come on to my controls. I'm going to, sorry, onto the triggering blocks. And then look at this. This is when running, when clicking, when touching. This third one is saying when touching. So I'm going to drag this down here. So when the characters touch each other, what should happen? When the characters touch each other, there should be a message coming from the man. The man should say a message, and we find our messages from the purple group, and then I can drag this one and put it right there. And then over there now say, oh, sorry. Okay. So that's the message that is going to appear whenever this man touches any of the animals. I'm ready now to run it for the second time. I'm ready to run it for the second time. Okay, I'm going to put it on full screen, presentation mode, and then click on run. Jump. See, I touched it, that's why it said, oh, sorry. If your clicking is not proper, it will always be saying, oh, sorry. I need to maybe increase my height here slightly, maybe put it at 7 or 8, so that when it's coming down, it delays and doesn't touch the animal. So I'm going to take it back away from presentation mode. Still on this man, the jumping height was 4. Let me push it to 6. Let me push it to 6 and see what happens. It will allow me time to come down and not touch the animal. I've changed that to 6. I'm going to go on and put it on presentation mode and then click on run. Oh, touched it again, touched it again. Okay, my characters could be too big and my height could be too small. So I need to be working on that until I make sure that it's not touching. When it jumps, it does not touch the animals. The other thing that I could have done, I could have also changed the speed of the animals or make them move faster. But for now, let me add again, maybe to 8 again. Let's see. I'm going to drag them slightly down, and also the animals also slightly down, so that I give myself space at the top, and then ready to run it again, full screen, and then run. The speed of the animals is slow in such a way that they do not pass through before I finish. Okay, so I'm going to work on the speed. I'm going to work on the speed of the animals so that they are a little bit faster. I want to work on the speed of the animals so that they are a little bit faster. And if you come here onto this block, that is the control block, that's where you can have speed. This is representing speed. But again, if your animals are a little bit smaller, you might find that you are not touching them. If your animals are a little bit smaller, you might find that you're not touching them. But because of the size of my animals, it might be because that's why I'm touching them. If you make them a little bit smaller, you won't touch them. But just for the purpose of this lesson, I just want to show you speed so that you can also use speed. If I go on to the frog and then under movement, inside movement here, I can come and pick this one. If I come and put this one, when it's appearing, and then I choose the speed. Look, it has got an arrow here at the bottom. If I click on the what? On the arrow, it will show me the speed. And on the speed, this is slow, this is medium, this is fast. So if you want it moving faster, you can choose the third one and it will move actually faster. See, it will move actually faster. So you can also use the speed option for you to do what? To change the speed of the animal. Or alternatively, I said you can simply change the size of your animals. If I come back to the frog and then go back to size here, and then click once, it's now smaller, and then throw that away, come back to the lizard, come add what? Size, click it once, it becomes a little bit smaller again, throw it away, and then I'm able now to run, put it on full screen, and then run it. There they go. See, now I didn't touch that one. I didn't touch that one. Oh, I touched this one. I touched that one. I didn't touch that one. See, so if you make the character smaller, you also tend to not touch that. So this is our game that we have done. We have designed a game. It allows us to work through that, and we should be able to run it, use it, ask someone else to run it, and see whether they are able to go through without touching the animals. Are they able to jump over and not touch the animals? Okay, I hope you enjoyed part of this game that is looking at jumping, controlling the character using click. You're controlling the character using your click so that it jumps and it jumps over certain objects that are moving. You have seen a game like this on your phones. You have seen a game like this on computers that is being played. We have also created a game almost similar to this one. I hope you enjoyed the game. I'm going to open up and hear if ever there is any questions. Anyone with a question? Okay, let me stop the sharing and see. If you have a question, you can just raise your hand. Or put a comment on the chat. Okay, let's hear Warren. Hello.
So
My frog. So there's something wrong with my frog. It is going at a speed that I cannot control, and I'm trying to controlling, but it's not working.
Is it going too fast?
Yes, sir.
Okay, maybe did you add that block for speed?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Remember, I only demonstrated how you can use that block. That block has got 3 options. I'll bring it in again. Let me quickly bring my screen, share my screen again.
Yes, sir.
The block for speed, it has different options. Remember, we find it under what we call controls. If you bring this one down, it has an arrow here. Look at this arrow that is at the bottom here. If you click that arrow, there are different speeds. This is the slowest. This is medium speed, and this is very high speed. It might happen that you have picked up very high speed and your frog is now moving too fast. So if I pick on high speed like this, it means my character, of which on the screen here, this is the what? This is the lizard. If I put this inside here, it means my lizard is going to be moving at a very high speed and at an extremely high speed. So
Yes.
you can change it here, moderate speed, slow speed, or high speed. I hope you got that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, let's check someone else. Lumi. Lumi Marina. Okay, Lumi is not coming in. Hajra.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I am enjoying the Scratch Junior.
You're enjoying this question here.
Yes.
Are you doing something else by yourself there that you're going to show me tomorrow?
Yes. I made my own project where where there was sound.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Keep working. Try out your new games. Try out what we have done today. Ask someone else to run. Make it difficult for them to play, because games are never easy, right? Are they always easy?
No.
Yes, yes. Please do that. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Lumi, Lumi Marima. Okay. People, I hope you enjoyed.
Sir,
Yes, Lumi, let's go.
when my father jumps, it jumps over the lizard, but then it steps the frog when they're going together. The
Okay.
frog and the lizard.
Okay, I think I know what could be a problem. Quickly, I will bring in the screen again. Check here, Lumi. Remember on the frog here, I had to put weight 20. Do you see weight 20 here?
Yes.
If you do not put it to weight, they will come closer to each other. So I made it weight 20. You can play around with this figure so that this one delays when this other one is still moving. So make sure that you put some the stopwatch there, play around with your figures, add some waiting time so that they don't come too close to each other. I hope that answers you, Lumi.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions here? I hope you enjoyed this work that we did today. Please go on and try it. At home, try something. Someone wants us to quickly go through yesterday's work. I'll just only flight it and then we conclude this lesson. I hope everyone is smiling. Please try and make people play your game. And remember, please remember, I need to see what you have done tomorrow. I need to see your project. I will tell you how we can actually share and get it, your program so that I can also see it from my side. I'm going to quickly rush through to yesterday, the one for buying bread. Someone wanted us to quickly go through. Here, remember we had a girl and we called this the storekeeper. And the girl, the coding on the girl was saying, when we run, he walks 15 steps and then he says he wants bread. He waits for 25 seconds. And then he says, here is 20 rands. And then he waits for the storekeeper to answer. And then he says, thank you, and then walks back home. That's for the girl. And then for the storeman, the storekeeper, when the program runs, he's still waiting for a customer when the girl is still moving. And then remember the girl comes in and says bread, and then the storekeeper tells him how much it is. It's 15 rands, and then waits for the girl to say here is 20. And then he says thank you to the girl and tells the girl that the change is 5 rands. This is what we did yesterday. It was a simpler one. Today we went on to something that was more complex and more demanding. Thank you very much for being part of this lesson today. I enjoyed working with you. Please go on and try those games. Try something at home. Please remember tomorrow I want to give you a link and then we can share projects.
You weren't on yesterday.
Yeah.
Sheba?
Sorry, sir. I wasn't on yesterday.
Bye.
If you were not here yesterday, please make sure that you go on to our YouTube channel, go through those lessons. They will actually help you go through what we did yesterday. Thank you very much.
So is
Enjoy
it
the rest of
fine?
the day.